Hello my beautiful badges, Messi Coder back again with another live dev interview, this time with Mind Studios, the creators of the universal fighting engine for Unity. In this video we're learning what goes on behind the scenes of making a fighting game, especially a multiplayer fighting game. Lots of things you don't really think about that you need to know if you want to make an amazing game like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or any fancy things like that. So sit back, enjoy, and I'll see you all in a moment. Hello, Mr. Mind.
How you doing?
Hello, Mr.
Yes,
Mind.
that is me.
Have you still got your TV on with the stream playing?
Oh, I'm watching you on TV right now. It's wonderful. You know, it's funny. I know the animations from Robot Kyle like by heart because I've been looking at them for like the past like 5 to 6 years, right? So I can see Luke Skywalker's jump animation and
Oh, is that Robot Kyle?
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
and also the heavy kick, the air heavy kick, or the crouch light kick. All of that is Robot Kyle.
Oh wow! If you've got your volume on your TV, you might want to mute it.
Right, let me see that. There you go.
Because you are live on TV. Do not say fudge or bugger.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do a
Look at
proper
that.
introduction now. So everyone's sitting at home around the world in front of their laptops, their monitors, their Amazon mirrors, their Google Watches, their Alexas. Give a warm and messy Leia Organa welcome to Mr.
Look at
Mind.
that, Leia.
How you doing? Welcome to
How
the
you
stream.
doing? Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for being here. Just as Leia Organa's taking on Mara Jade in this little clip. This
Well,
is very.
look at that, Leia.
Look at that. But where did he get the models from?
Good question. Good question. You know, I know a few modelers, and they are amazing at replicating facial, especially from popular actors. They can just look at the actors and just make a very fast, actually. Actually, one of the games that you downloaded, I think it was the Shaolin game.
Yeah.
I know the guy that makes the models, and he's amazing. Actually, he can just make the characters look identical. There was a Jackie Chan one. He made a bunch of them that looks exactly like the actors.
But how did they get away with not getting taken down? The copyright.
Good question. What they do, I think it's all about now using the names. And if you just make it just slightly not look like them, you can get away with it.
Because there was an actress who, I forgot her name, but it was quite a high profile game that obviously they wanted to hire her at one point and they didn't, but they kept the models, and they slightly changed it, but it was obviously her likeness. So it was on all the posters and game, and she sued the hell out of them, and she won.
It really depends on the profile. If the game gets too popular, then they do something about it. If the game doesn't get that much, or it really depends on the context you have, I think. Some people can get away by. I mean, if this is a fan-made game, I assume it's not paid, right?
Exactly, it's a free download.
So this one can get away with it.
Lucas Luke back in the day, Lucas took down quite a few.
Oh yeah.
There was that somebody remade, or not remade, but like basically made a high def version, remastered version of Knights of the Old Republic using Unreal. And it looked beautiful, and they put all that effort in, and Lucas were like, no, take it down. And not only take it down, you have to destroy all copies of it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I honestly, I'd be curious about what is the rule set they use to decide what can be taken down and what doesn't get taken down. Some things just stay alive, like this one. Like this one, if anything, should be taken down, even if it's free. I remember games, Dragon Ball. It depends on the company, depends on the popularity of the game or mod, right? I remember that there was one back in 1999. I think it was a a mod for Unreal Tournament using Dragon Ball characters, all made by the people that just made the everything by hand, right?
Yeah.
That's 1999. There was no internet to speak of, and yeah, it was completely taken down.
Wow,
It was,
that's hard. And this is oh, thank you so much for the sub. Fresh meat coming in with a sub. Let's get messy. So this is made with UFE, and what you need to do with UFE then, if you wanted to make this, like now, if I wanted to make this myself, I would get UFE, put some models in, and away I go. Is that pretty much it?
Yeah, pretty much it. You need animations, or you can do like these guys are doing. And there's some animations, of course, you can see that were made or maybe pulled out from some other sources, or they made themselves. And some animations I can see, like Obi-Wan right now, that jump and that kick is also Robot Kyle's.
Cool.
Yep. But yeah, that sword swing there, those things actually are made by those people, by the people that developed the game.
I'm pretty sure Robot Kyle doesn't have a lightsaber yet.
And I love that. I love that skin. I love that Darth Vader skin. It looks so cool.
It is. I mean, it's so well done. So well done. I've got it. It's. Let me try and find the link for this. I wanted to share it. Oh, found it. Oh. Okay, here is the link. It's in chat, and let me drop it to you. So if anyone wants to get a copy, hang on, it's easier if I just give you the link to the video. Right, so everyone, it's in the description.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, so.
I love the fact that they had Bikini Leia. They just had to. Every single game that had Leia had to have the Bikini Leia.
I think hashtag hasn't reached.
Do they have Baby Yoda?
Oh my god!
I can see it in the screenshot, or I don't know, the thumbnail here.
Oh my gosh! So that
would be great.
I've got it. So before we start playing with it, I was popping over. So Universal Fighting Engine, it's a bit confusing, like people have told me. You've got two versions. You've got Universal Fighting Engine, and you've got Universal Fighting Engine 2.
Yes.
What now? Why have you still got two versions on the store?
Because it's actually up to Unity why they didn't remove the first one, and I think it's because a lot of people still use Unity 2018, the version before 19, and that's because there was a moment where Unity had support for a whole network structure for you to have net play in your games, right? But something happened internally that they just decided to remove that support completely. And 2000, I think it was Unity 2018.3 or 4, it was completely gone. If you had anything in your files that referred to network, the Unity network, you would just cause an error. So I had to remove every support for that. Actually, initially, when I made UFE 2.0, I was intending to have both UFE 1 and 2 available for people, because UFE 2, actually, one of the biggest things that happened in UFE 2 was the support for this rollback netcode, which is something really big that it actually started around 2006, 2007. It was developed by a few guys. They are the creator of this thing called GGPO, which is a system that allows people to play fighting games across the globe without any lag. And it's achievable by having this system that rewinds the game and fast forwards the game according to the inputs that you press. And it's really useful for fighting games specifically, because in a 1v1 game, normally when one person is performing a combo, they are in charge of the situation while the other guy is just waiting for his turn, right?
Yeah.
So when that happens, you want to have your button presses, the timing of your button presses cannot actually have to be really well, how do you say this? you want the buttons to be in a sequence or in a when you executing a combo, it's like playing a piano. You don't want to lose the rhythm of your button presses, right?
Exactly.
So if you have a game that freezes every few seconds, those button presses will lose sync, right? You're gonna lose your combos. What happens with this system is that you can press all the buttons in the timing that you're comfortable with, or in the timing that the combo requires you to press the buttons, and they will come out perfectly. The only thing that's going to happen is that you're going to see a few visual glitches that is the game trying to synchronize what both players are seeing. So I press a button now, you're not going to get that button in another 2 seconds or 1 second sometimes, depending on the distance, right? What happens is that if I press my button at frame, say, 400, and you press your button at frame 410, okay, but by the time you get my button will probably reach you by frame 420. So technically speaking, if we didn't have the rollback, you press your button on 410. So your button was pressed before me, so you got the hit, and I didn't, right? But in my screen, I pressed the button at actually frame 400, so I was the one that pressed the button first. So what's going to happen is that you're going to press your button, you're going to see you getting your hit first, but then all of a sudden the game was going to turn back time, fix that, and go back to the future. So in a split second, you think you got the hit right, but all of a sudden, no, you didn't. You actually got hit. So the game actually fixed itself.
Wow.
It fixes itself so to make sure that both players are actually in the same frame.
It is it's crazy because if you had to do that all yourself, your head would explode.
To code this, it's impossible to just add this to any code. Like, oh, okay, so I have my fighting game, I can just add this to my code. No, you can't. The reason why is that in the system, every single variable is actually being tracked. Every single variable that makes any change to the physics of the game is actually being tracked. Every frame of every variable is being tracked. So if I need to go back to the past, I actually go back to the state of the game, adjust something there, and then fast forward to this state now. So basically what happened now is that I press my button. You finally receive the information that my button was pressed, and it turns out that I pressed my button on frame 400, but we're now on frame already 410 when you press the button, right? So the game is gonna go back in time. So we're gonna revert to the old state, and this is actually it's funny because this is actually was initially developed on top of emulators. You ever played emulators, Super NES or NES or Mega Drives? All those emulators. Yeah. I think it was like it went quite popular early 2000s when
I had a
video games. Yeah, exactly. There was there was a bunch of names for them. GBA emulator, MAME, I think it was one of them.
That's the one I used to use. I was a MAME man.
Yeah, and one of the things that are most popular on those emulators is the fact that you can save and load states. Remember that?
Yeah.
You can press. So it was a big cheat because like a lot of games back in the days were super hard, and we had the emulators like, oh my god, I can save at any moment and load at any time.
I wouldn't say it's a cheat. It's so I can go to the toilet and come back later. You know what I mean?
Right. You can save the game. Yeah, it's basically a feature that every game nowadays have. But imagine playing one of those super hard games, because those games, remember, were designed to be hard, especially games that were short. So what they did was just make the game hard so people would spend more time in it. One famous game was, if I remember, was Back to the Future 3 for Mega Drive. It only had 4 levels, but It was insanely hard. So anyone that wanted to play or rent the game would spend like 3-4 days just to go for on the level 1. So, having the save state was like, okay, so I can now save the game whenever I feel like it. Would make the game a lot easier. Or imagine playing Contra or all those NES games. God, the NES games were incredibly hard.
So I put a link in chat for the article that explains how the
great
netcode works.
Oh, that's fantastic, fantastic. Oh, look at that. That's a wonderful. I don't think I need to look at that article because they create new articles every time about this. I had one that was amazing. This one looks really good too.
I like it because it's got little pictures on it, and I understand little pictures.
Yeah.
And I like it because it's got a little picture that says input frame like this. Look at it. Here go here. This guy's going to do it over here.
Oh, I have a buddy of mine that I really want him to make a. Look at that. That looks really good. That video looks really good. I'm looking at you right now. Amazing. But yeah, it's I have a buddy of mine that wants to help me make a video just explain the rollback system for UFE, and it's really hard to just make a video like that.
So now you can just link this.
Yeah, exactly. I can just link that, right?
Yeah.
I have another article that I linked, and I remember the article got removed, and I found the article on the history database for internet. But yeah, it's complicated because back in the days, the save load state was actually the key to create this, right? And the reason why it would work at the time was because you had hello. Oh, there you go. Because back in the days, what emulators were doing was just basically getting the entire operation system on. It was so small, right? A Super Nintendo. You can emulate a Super Nintendo on a calculator nowadays. Yeah. Technically speaking,
the ROMs were like, well, you want a floppy disk.
Yeah. So everything is super. It was super easy to just basically you just emulate the entire operation system of Super Nintendo, so you can reload, you can save every state of Super Nintendo on every frame, and it would still be easy to do. But what we had to do was create that system on top of UFE without emulating it. So I'm not actually saving the operation system or the base of Unity on every frame. What I'm actually doing, I'm actually nitpicking every single variable that matters for UFE and saving each one individually. So when we need to roll back to a certain variable, we can. It's actually the base of storing replays as well. Replays, it's another feature that the UFE supports. It has actually. I added that feature about a month ago, actually, for replays. But basically, it was already there. I just didn't have the interface for it. But yeah, you can save and load replays now at easy.
So you can kind of explain why it is so complex a system, because I'm sitting there at the moment. I'm making a game, a very basic fighting game, which is already using another system as its base, but very simple in its structure. So I'm making the character select, I'm making the menus, and like the arcade level progression part. And we got in chat people are saying, "So did you use UFE?" I said, "No, because for start, I just wanted to understand the concept. So I figured I'll just do it myself." However, if I had just used UFE, I would have been finished a long time ago. So my life would have been a lot easier. And it's not just 3D, it's 2D. But when you say 3D, it's not like Soul Calibur where you're 3D walking around in 3D, is it?
It wasn't until recently, until about a month ago when I released UFE version 2.3. And that now supports that kind of gameplay as well. So now you can have that.
No way.
You can. Yep, you can.
Do you have a demo? Are you going to make a demo for that?
Actually, let's see. Oh yeah, you have it right there. The 3D fighter right there. Just open that folder and just click on that demo, and you'll be able to play it.
So I'm sharing my screen with you on Discord. If you wanna click on the Discord, so you won't have any lag.
Oh yeah, let me see that.
Oh,
look at that.
And I've got a hang on. Let me
technology.
So I've got an error that kicked out. So I plugged in my PlayStation controller, and now I'm getting.
Is that the inputs? Let's see. Let me zoom out here. Zoom full screen. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, that is the input system. but it's saying only B. It's only saying button 7. So take a look at the open edit. Go to edit on right there. Now go to project settings. Perfect, and then go to inputs. Fold that.
Oh, I've got a 7 missing.
So yeah. Why do you have button 7? Like maybe something is asking. Somewhere go to, actually, you know what, I know what to do. Go to your project tab right there. Yes, perfect. Now click on config fighter, the config file on your right next to, actually, on the other tab. Yeah, that one. Yes, perfect. Now open open the config. There you go. Perfect. Now scroll down to input options.
This is beautifully. The more you play about with Unity and having to make these windows, the more you appreciate that what people have made.
Yep. Oh yeah, I remember. Let's see, button 7. Look at that. There's button 7 and button 8. Huh. I wonder if I actually added that myself, or because if I did, then I'm the one that made a mistake. But anyways, you can probably remove those buttons because I don't think you're using them. So yeah, just remove button 7 and button 8, and do that same for player 2.
So player 2.
There you go. Perfect.
So I could have like 20 buttons if I wanted. Then.
Yeah, absolutely. You can have anything. It's I don't even know why I actually now I have to look back at the last version I sent to Unity and see if I actually did that on purpose. So I might have done that accidentally.
Right, so I've got my it's detected my controller straight away. So I'm gonna go story mode. Or we can go versus. Right, let's go.
Go versus. Right. I always like to go versus just to make sure.
Player versus CPU.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, it's a bit loud in my ear. Let me put the volume down. Oh, that's up. There we go. And I've lost chat for everyone. Hang on 1 second, everyone. Where's chat? There's chat. Back into Unity. Hang on. Is that? Got a feeling.
I believe it's the same in how the chat here on the other side.
Back. Oh, I pushed the back button back then. So, X is back, square is forward. Right.
Those are the most annoying part, is synchronizing the buttons from the controller.
Oh, I've got a video playing in my ear. What have I got playing? Okay. Oh no, it's you. I've got.
Yeah, weird.
I've got.
Why did that happen?
I've got you in my ears.
I think this microphone is way too powerful. Because I click on.
You're picking up the neighbors.
Ooh, something happened there. Okay, so there's another arrow. Okay, let's look at the arrow right there.
See, this is the only reason people come on for interviews, is so that we can bug fix things together.
Oh yeah. So let's see. I think this has to do with scene. So go to stage options under the global. Yeah. Just scroll down and you're gonna see something called stage options.
Stages.
Stages. Yeah, right there. Okay, so let's see. It's telling us that the stage was not loaded. You know what? Remove that stage that says, the second one, this one. Yeah, remove that one. Because, this one is actually trying to load through a resource file. And now it bugs people. So, yeah, try to play again. Let's see if that arrow goes away.
Okay.
Nice. Versus
Carl versus Ethan.
Yes.
Oh, here we go.
There you go. Perfect.
Oh
yeah, look at that. Yeah. Yep.
So this is why I was using the other code, because I was doing like a 3D like this, like walking around.
I remember saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
And now I'm gonna have to start again from the beginning.
Now, there is one limitation on this system, and some people already pointed it out, but it's the fact that it's noticeable only if you play a lot of Soul Calibur, Tekken, and other games like that, and it's the fact that you'll notice that if you try to jump over Ethan, instead of the character just the system tries to maintain that Robot Kyle is always gonna be on the left side and Ethan always gonna be on the right side regardless. So if you try to jump over, the camera will do a 180 and to force Robot Kyle to always be on the left, which is different from certain games like Tekken, because even on Tekken, even with the 3D movement, in certain conditions that amazingly no one could describe me perfectly what conditions are yet, but basically in certain conditions the characters will switch sides.
Well, in even on the 2D, you can jump over someone's head in the 2D one, and then you're on the other side fighting.
Yeah, if you in the 2D, if you jump over their head, you will stay on the left. You guys are gonna switch sides.
Exactly.
See, Robot Kyle always stays on the left, and Ethan always stays on the right, no matter what. The camera is always trying to do that. It's one of the things that people pointed out to me, and I'm like, yes. And I want to add a feature that allows, in certain conditions, allows the characters to switch sides. But right now, the system just forces each player to stay on that side no matter what. So the camera is always going to try to focus on the fact that player 1 is always going to be on the left, player 2 always going to be on the right.
So, because if somebody's got the source code version, would they be able to edit that themselves? Or are they?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Everybody, anyone, you can do anything with the source code. In fact, I had big customers that developed their own system. There was one game that I love, and I used to love those guys. And actually, the creator of the game is actually the guy that developed Street Fighter Hype Edition, which was a version of Street Fighter 2 that was completely remastered with better sprites. It was released back in 2008, I think. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But he bought the UFE, and they had a team, and they developed actually the netcode, the rollback netplay, years before UFE. UFE came up with that, because I released the netcode. It was 2018, end of 2018, and they had this GGPO support ever since 2015, I think. Wow. So they had it like 2 to 3 years before I did.
They do want to.
As long as you have the source code,
they do want to let you have it, then, eh?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. No, I have customers that change the source code so much that they are not even they don't even refer to their game as made with UFE, you know. Actually, it's actually quite a common theme. If you look at games that were developed with the Unreal Engine, early versions of Unreal Engine, they changed the source code so much that they have their own engine. If I'm not mistaken, Bethesda have certain engines that are just based on Unreal, but they're completely their own engine. Or if I'm not mistaken, also the guy that made the game Shaolin Monks. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but yeah, that game also it's still using UFE 1.8, if I'm not mistaken, and they don't want to change it because they have so much custom code in it that it's not even worth for them to update their system. Yeah, it's actually a similar story to Bethesda and Fallout. Fallout has a very old engine, and they refuse to update it because it has so much stuff in it that they're like, we can't do this anymore.
They can't even, they're even not touching this.
Yeah, don't touch it. It's gonna break it in a second. Like that game is gonna break it in a second.
The one thing I would.
And that's
it's very sensitive. How do you stop it being so sensitive?
No idea why it's sensitive. I think it must be something to do with the inputs from the controller. It's weird, isn't it?
I want to select that. Here we go. I finally got him.
Try using the keyboard, because they might be working together if I'm not mistaken.
Are you watching the Discord or the stream?
Yes, Discord.
Okay.
I have both. Yeah, the screen is actually delayed, like I said.
So this is like, what do you call it? It's 2.5D or something, isn't that what they call it?
2.5D. Yes, and one of the characters in that character selection screen is actually 2D. It's you can actually have both 2D and 2.5D and 3D characters playing on the same game if you want to, which is one of the characters in the demo.
Hang on a minute. Let's. Hang on. I want to go back. Escape menu. How do I?
Oh,
escape?
Is it working?
Come on.
Is it Ask working?
No, Ask is not working.
Oh man.
Hang on.
Hate that. Maybe it's my fault. I don't remember at this point.
Okay, I'm dead. That's fine. It doesn't take me long to die. Trust. We were playing as Jesus, and Santa was kicking Jesus' butt. Alright, so if I use the keyboard, the keyboard.
You can use the mouse as well if you want.
So the keyboard's working. I think the PlayStation controller is very sensitive to it. Right,
yeah, it must be something to do you can probably change that in the input system. This input system that comes with UFE is using the legacy input system from Unity, and I think they already created a new one. They added a new one recently. Plus, UFE also supports third-party input systems. 3 of them actually. One is called Rewired, the other one is called C Input, and the other one is called Control Freak. Control Freak is actually for mobiles, and Rewired seems to be the people's favorite. Everyone that talks about Rewired, they have nothing but good things to say. See, that Alan character, that's a 2D character.
So, how is this working then?
Oh, the 2D?
Yeah, how is the 2D fighting the 3D?
Yeah, well,
because she's got
they're
colliders
basically
on
working this. Right. UFE uses its own colliding system. Everything is basically just a set of rectangles and circles that surround the character and the text that hits. Look at that. I love when you play the 3D character and the cameras does this turning, and you can see the character in 2D just making this. You can see the character just
looking like a
folding like a. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Look. Oh yeah. She doesn't have an animation for it. Because that's a throw, right? And the throw for a throw move, you require the character to have a throw reaction. We have an animation I have this animation, the reaction that I put on every other character, and because it's a what do you call it? A mechanism. Mechanism animations on Unity is such a beauty thing, because you can just, like they say, reskin the character, so you can have an animation on multiple characters. So the throw reaction, I just have the throw reaction on every character that's mechanism. And when you throw the character, it's just the same animation played on every other character. Now with a 2D character like her, of course you can't have a mechanism system. Look at that, beautiful. Like she looks like a little piece of paper.
I'm so bad at this. Look how bad I am.
Oh, you're Alan. But actually, Alan is very limited. Alan barely have any moves. This is because of course this is a asset. I'm limited to the things that I can put for people to just download, right? So this character is actually from Unity, one of the Unity's example folders, and it's from a 2D platform, and I just grabbed the character. She had like 3-4 moves. Actually, one was she had like one attack, I think, and I actually animated a kick. I just went to Photoshop and animated a simple kick for her. Oh, and these 2 characters is interesting. They are the same movesets. They have the same movesets. Mecanim and Susan. They're the exact same character, with the same movesets. It's what people normally do when they buy my engine, which is just reskin Robokyle. This is an example of how you do it, basically.
So this is the flip.
Yeah.
This is how we're gonna asset flip.
Yeah, you just exactly. That's exactly what a lot of people do. You can go to. I love to go to a Apple store and I type fighting games, and there's like at least 10 games. There, as soon as you play, you're like, oh, okay, this is a Robokyle right there.
Flip it.
And they normally just use Robokyle.
Get your exclamation mark flips in chat. We're gonna flip this.
Yeah. This character has two moves, actually, two special moves. One is that one, which is just mash the kick, right? And the other one is the hardest move you can possibly pull, which is you hold back for 1 second, then you press forward, back, forward, heavy kick.
Wow, right?
So
back,
you hold back, and then forward, back, forward, heavy kick. It's hard, and you have to hold a little bit longer.
Oh, because my controller keeps making a jump.
I can make it a jump, yeah. Yeah, it's hard. It's really hard.
I can't. Oh man, I suck.
Yeah, no. And actually, if you want to try super moves, actually might be easy to just start with Mike, because Mike has the. Oh, there you go. That's the move that she's doing right now.
Oh, she can do it. She's a computer.
Yeah, she can do it. Yeah. Yeah, AI also very interesting when we developed this, because the plan to develop the AI, especially for an engine like this, was to have the AI, unlike a lot of games in the past, was to have the AI actually follow the rules of the game. So one of the complaints I remember having when you play Street Fighter 2, the original Street Fighter 2, was that Guile has this flash kick, and flash kick was a move that you have to hold down and then press up and kick, which means in order for the move to come out, you clearly have to see that the character has to crouch before he does the attack. The AI back in the days in the arcade would just instantly do the flash kick, which shows that the AI was cheating. It wasn't doing the move; it was just pressing a button and doing the flash kick. So what we did in this system was actually make it so the AI actually have to follow these rules. So every move, it has to. If the AI wants to make that move, it has to hold down a certain time and then press the button. I don't think we actually noticed, but that Mecanim bot actually held for a second or two back before actually performing the move.
Have you got it so like every now and again its controller gets stuck? And like the as though it emulates its fingers have slipped off of the keys and stuff.
Ooh, I don't know if I understand the question.
So like, you know, because I'm playing the game and I'm not very good at doing the moves. So the AI needs to also be shit at the game as well, to be fair.
Oh yeah, I mean you can change a few. AI has a huge lack of options for AI. If you want to look at one of the AI instruction sets, it's actually quite interesting. Go to let's see here. I think one that should the fighter folder. Not on resources. The first one, yeah, that one. AI instructions right there. So click on one of them. Let's see. How about a mix up aggressive? That looks interesting. And now click on Open AI Editor. Yeah, there you go. So there are a few interesting things you can do with AI. One is the simple one. They're like there are advanced things you can do, and there are simple things you can do. In the first section there, the first block, the predefined rules, that's when you can have like basic things like do you want your character to move automatically, jump automatically, attack automatically, block automatically, and all these actually generate what we call the fuzzy rules, and that's the one right there. Yeah, perfect. See, everything that you write, that you just set on those sliders or toggles, creates this set of instructions for the AI. So, for example, one of them is like, let's see that one. If distance self is very far, then move forward is the best option. It's basically telling us in English what the AI is doing.
Yeah.
Is if what's more favorable for you the AI to do. So it's what fuzzy do. Fuzzy is like a cognitive brain. Basically, it's like it has all these conditions laid out in front of it, and it's based on the current state is gonna have a bunch of things that are more favorable or less favorable to do. So it would tell us, okay, so if you're far away, then pressing a button that's just an attack, that's not a projectile, might not be the best option. So the best option for you if you're far away is to even move closer, or to execute a projectile. So there's one of them probably is going to say, if you're far away, then projectile might be a good idea. Depending on what you want to do, some of these rules here, zoning, for example, zoning aggressive means it's a character that's always preferably will try to stay away from you. So whenever you try to move forward, the character is going to try to slowly back away to get to this comfortable zone for the character. A rush down is the opposite of that. Rush down is like always trying to get close to you, right? The grappler is like trying to fit on moves that get close to you and grab you.
So, you don't appreciate just how complex and how much thought goes into it before you start playing.
Oh, and there's a bunch of them. Custom rules. Let's do custom rules. I don't remember. We developed this. That was like 3-4 years ago. I don't even remember half of this. Let's see. Events, reactions. Look at that. That's beautiful. Yeah, so if you unfold one of these events, actually, this is actually interesting because this is basically, it's like coding, but with toggles. So if you unfold, let's see, the first condition, let's see what happened, what says there. So it says that validate when all conditions are true. Okay. Enable, target. Okay, so the name of the rule is avoid anti-air attacks when far. Okay, so that means if you're far, you want to avoid moves that are like Dragon Punch. Dragon Punch is one of those attacks that will kick you out. If you jump, the character will hit you. So it says that if the distance of the opponent is mid, which is like not too far, not too close, then what does this say? Conditions. Oh yeah, these are the set of conditions. So that's condition 1, that's condition 2, and that's condition 2. So if the opponent is and distance is mid, or distance is far, or distance is let's see the other one, very far, then we have the reaction right there. There you go. Then playing a move. You should play a move that it doesn't matter the damage of the move. It doesn't matter the the only thing that matters. Look at the attack type, anti-air. So you want to play a move that's anti-air, and everything else is. Oh yeah, and then it says this is the worst option. So okay, so I understand this. Okay, so it's saying that if you're far away from your opponent, and your opponent does something, or it's basically telling the AI that playing at this kind of move, the anti-air move, is not the best idea. It's the worst possible thing for you to do is play a move that's anti-air when the opponent is far from you.
So you're giving him basically the negatives for him to avoid doing. So now he knows.
Yeah, exactly.
Now he knows don't do this one. But if you didn't put it in there, he wouldn't even know this is a bad option.
Yeah. Yeah, and look at that. All that toggles, all those things, and just for like 4 lines of code. Look at that. If distance is mid, or distance is far, or distance is very far, then anti-air is the worst option. Look at that. It's so easy to understand right there.
I love that it just translates it for you.
Yeah. And look at that. Jump projectiles. Oh yeah, this is interesting. If a projectile comes in, you want to jump it. You want to jump to avoid the projectile. So it's saying if the system, if it's a projectile and you're far, if you're in a mid position, the best thing for you to do when a projectile comes out is for you to jump over it.
So should people they would need to spend a lot of time modifying these, or are these pretty extensive?
No, it's already. Yeah, you can probably have one of those templates already made for you. And honestly, for the most part, you barely feel the difference when you change. I mean, you will feel the difference if you. I always recommend people, especially for characters that don't have projectiles, use the rush downs ones, because mix up is basically a character will normally try to stay in the mid range. In a rush down, the character actually wants to stay close to you. So. If you don't know which one you want to use, or if you don't know, like I don't know if my character's gonna do that, just to be sure, just use rush down balanced. That's like the best one for you to use. You can use one of the templates that already made it for you. And then there's like I even made one that's called button masher, and it's basically just it's like a kid mashing all the buttons.
That's me. That's how I play.
Yeah, there you go.
That's me. That is. That's brilliant. I've got in some models.
Let's see.
So I've got.
Oh, I love. Oh, look at that! That's awesome.
So we've got this guy from Maxim Bugramov. So I'm just gonna chuck him in here so we can see him.
Oh, Mixamo has such an amazing set of. Oh, look at that button that you press. I should use that button more often. I love the way that you just press right now. Yeah, it's the one that
turn off the light.
Ignores the light. Yeah, turns the light. Yeah, it's awesome. Because normally when I do it, like, shit, it's dark, so I just add I just add a light to the scene. But like this is much more time saving.
So Goku just posted. Cool. Sanya's just posted in chat. Sorry, Sanya, God, you said Goku. What would you? Oh my God!
Politics mega pack. I worked for a man once that he was so into just having a game with politics, and he didn't even want to make a fighting game. He just wanted a game with politics. I'm like, you don't want to do this.
Well, we interviewed somebody last year that made one of these type of games.
Oh, actually, talking about that, if I'm not mistaken, there is actually a fighting game using UFE with if not, maybe it might be this pack here, but let me see if I can find it. Fighting game, politics.
Oh, Sanya, you've been beaten. They've beaten you to it, mate.
Yeah, there you go. I found it already. Political combat. I'll link it to you. What is this? Okay, there you go. Sorry. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna link this to you.
Drop it in Discord. If you put it in Twitch, the robot will kick you out.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
he's very strict.
I think this is the one. I'm just gonna. Yeah, it looks like it's made on UFE. Wait, no, this is not. No, this is not made on UFE now.
Mate, what? Are you sure it's not UFA? How can you tell? Look at that. Oh no, it's a fake one.
Yeah, it looks like fake. It's fake. It's not the one. But I know that it's one that was made on UFE. If I'm not mistaken, this guy even posted it on my forum. Let's see if I can find it here.
He's blasting him with hope, and the energy's funds. His funds has gone down.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Oh, wow, Trump is destroying Obama.
Maybe political combat. Let's see if I can find political.
Oh.
Political knockout, I think. Oh my God.
That's what you call
it's fatality. It's
that
a fatality.
That was that.
Okay, I think I found
Incredible Critical Source told me that Barack Obama's birth certificates are fraud. There you go.
Let's see here. Yeah, this one was made in UFE because I found the post this guy made on. Yeah, this one is a lot crappier.
Yeah.
Sorry for the language, but yeah, this one I sent you the link. This one is. Ugh. Yeah, definitely. That one has all the Robot Kyle knockoffs.
So this has been asset flipped.
Yeah.
Where is it? There you go, Sengoku. It is the pack.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It is. Is this? It looks. Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like here it is. So let's have a look. Let's pause this a sec. And politics. Yeah, look. There he is.
Very cool.
Oh, Sanyo, sorry, mate. Okay, Steve in the house. Someone's beating you to it.
Yep.
So how this is Robot Carl, is it?
Actually, no. Actually, this one I think only a few animations are from Robot Kyle. The idle animation definitely is.
That looks like it's Cobalt.
Oh.
These look like Cobalt animations to me.
I see. Yeah, there's a bunch of animation packs from. Yeah, that's definitely Asset Store. That's definitely the Asset Store with a. I know that move from one of the Asset Store's animation packs. That bunch is from Robot Kyle. That air kick is from Robot Kyle. That block is from Robot Kyle.
So is the mobile support, because he's got here all these touches and kicks, is that built in, or would you have to use Rewired or something?
You need Control Freak, which is a third-party asset, so you can have mobile controllers. However, there is a little gimmick that UFE offers that allows you to have mobile controls without needing to buy Control Freak, which is actually Control Freak is like what, $10? I don't know.
Can somebody who's a sub put a link in chat for Control Freak, please?
Oh, sure.
If a subscriber puts a link in, I've got a robot that actually takes the link and removes it and then pastes it back with my affiliate in there, so that somebody clicks the link.
Nice.
I get 5% and my kids are allowed a chocolate.
Yay!
Okay, the small violin.
I think this is the one. I'm safe.
She's still in Discord.
Oh, actually, no. Oh my God, the link has been removed. Oh my God, no, that's not the one. Oh, actually, I should update this. This was supposed to be it was supposed to be a link for the Control Freak.
Control Freak 2 touch input made easy.
That one. Look at that.
And look at Universal right there. There you go. You got your logo right on the door.
Yep.
Realistic FPS prefab, which doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, look at that. Wow. Yeah, a lot of them stop supporting stuff. I kind of understand why, because I've been doing this for like 5 years, and when sales are low, it's hard to keep your product live because you have to still keep support going on. Yeah. Even if you only have a few sales a month, and that's really annoying because if someone buys your product and they need help and you're not there to help them, they will write a bad review.
Yeah, you would get that 1 star.
Yeah. Oh, and it's amazing because what normally happens, this is just human behavior normally, but people only review things when they are unsatisfied with your product. Exactly. They're not gonna sit there to write something good. If they want to write something, they're writing to complain.
The ones who write something good are the ones who first had something bad to say, and then their problem was resolved.
Yeah,
and then generally they're the good. They're really valuable customers because
they are exactly.
They suddenly become very positive. Because they feel like they've earned it. They've I've overcome this adversity.
Yeah. It reminds me of playing a really, really hard game, and you're frustrated, and you're just cursing, calling names, and saying bad things to the developer. And when you finally beat the game, you completely switch your opinion to positive. Yeah, exactly. You're like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever.
That's pretty much the essence. But the problem is that if you're not in 5 stars, you don't get the promotion from Unity, do you?
They actually do for me a lot of times. Actually, I just went through one. I'm not sure if it doesn't look like with 50%. Oh, we're still with 50% off, right?
You got
we are. Yeah,
50% off.
So yeah, it's still on spring sale. I don't know when spring sale is going to end.
29th of April, the end of the sales. If you are looking to get it, and we're going to give away some presents today, aren't we? We're going to give away a copy of the standard and 2 copies of the basic to a lucky winner.
Yep.
Of Unity 2. And if you do like it, you can always upgrade it. So so there you go. And
it's but like a review, there are some situations where people are a little too nasty when it comes down to reviewing product. But gladly, thank God, we also have the moderation for the reviewers. So they always like see. There's like always the people that like I want to write this a whole thing to tell you that I thought it was okay.
I love this one. I'm new to Unity, but the package was really easy to work with. Thanks a lot. Great job. 4 stars.
Yay! 4 stars. 4 stars.
And I've seen people go, "Thank you. Why did you only give 4 stars?" I've seen comments like that, which is hilarious.
But yeah, I mean, there's when there's like nasty comments, there's moderation, and they do a good job. If the comment is not very helpful, they do remove it. But in general, I have always great customers, and you can see like the reviews are from a year ago. So like I'm still having an average amount of sales every month, but nobody actually writes anything until they actually.
Yeah, exactly. These are 2 years.
Look at this one.
They do not have a PDF to learn this engine. The videos are outdated. You're like, we do have a PDF. It's inside the folder.
It happens a lot. It happens a lot.
This is a massive one.
Oh, oh yeah. Look at this. I have customers. I have one customer actually. Just he sent me an email, and this customer has been sending me emails for the past 3 years, and it's always basic questions like, how do I import a model? But like. You've been using UEFI for the past 3 years. How do you not know how to import a model for Unity?
Everyone, the raffle hasn't started yet. So hold on to your raffles. We haven't actually started a raffle. Sengoku's done the how to win to troll us. So here we go. This is the thank you for the link. Much appreciated.
Perfect. Yeah,
so
that's
you've
the
got
chart.
Fuzzy AI. So basically the standard is missing the rollback netcode, replay tools, full open source, unlimited seats, and repository access. So you get everything apart from that for the standard.
Yeah, repository access actually was initially an idea for enterprise only. For the first few months of UEFI 2, I had this enterprise version, which was a lot more expensive. It was for big companies, and it was basically this whole thing about unlimited seats because Unity did not offer. Nowadays, actually, Unity have this option for corporations to buy a product for if they want to have, for example. They have 20 seats in their company. They wanted your product, and they don't want to deal with any problems, legal problems. So they buy this enterprise version, which allows them to have as many copies as they want. But it's very finicky, not very popular, and most people just they're just working with a few people or just themselves. So they don't. It's not something that. But the repository access now moved to Patreon because now I'm switching to the Patreon system is a lot more useful for me and for some of the people that help me out. Allows me to have the Discord for my customers that do Patreon, and we have more direct support, live chat and whatnot. And also for Patreon that start at tier 4 and they have the source code, they have access to the repository, and the repository has a lot more things going on than what you can have on your copy of UEFI. Right now we have a new gameplay format that's only available on the repository. It's basically, it looks like a Powerstone. Let me see if I can link you a gameplay of Powerstone. Powerstone gameplay.
Powerstone.
It's a fighting game from back in the Dreamcast era.
I remember Dreamcast.
I'll link it to you right now. Yep. There you go. And basically, it's a kind of a top view game. Top view fighting game. It's not that popular, but a lot of people have fun memories of it.
Wow, what are we going to see here?
Yeah. You're going to see. Look at that. Well, I mean, aside from all the interactive stage system that they have.
You can run around and stuff. That's cool.
Yeah. So, I mean, what we have in this version of the gameplay on the repository is basically a top view, and your characters move in in a top view controller format. So it's hard to explain. I'll give you access to the repositories for you to see later.
Cool. Cheers, dude.
Yeah, you're gonna like it. But basically, yeah, it's just.
So you can recreate this type of thing. I was looking at doing something like this because I saw a Kung Fu Panda game which is like this, and I was like, that's cool.
I don't know why it didn't be. Actually, I kind of do know why it didn't become such a popular gameplay, because it's fun, but it's not that. It doesn't give you much depth in terms of fighting game mechanics.
Yeah.
Because most attacks are always targeted, or dodging is relatively complicated, and the game is reliant on a lot of interactables, which is something
like
that. Yeah, sorry, I like objection. And on actually the version of UFV doesn't have this kind of interaction with the stage. It's just you can do all this kind of moves, but not interact with stuff on the stage.
But there's no reason why you can't add it if you've got the source code.
Yeah, exactly. You can. I actually did for another customer. I did create a interactable system. There was a system that we wanted to have a bomb dropped by a spectator. So like in their game, they wanted to have a spectator watching the game, and then they would just press a button and send a bomb to the stage, blowing both characters up. And we developed that on top of that. It was quite fun.
It's like Super Smash Bros, but didn't have the benefit of popular characters.
Yep.
I see. Alone Wolf had this on the Dreamcast, it seems.
Super Smash is another gameplay that a lot of people request UFE to have some kind of support, and that's basically down to having more than 2 players. And for that, I actually think that it might be easier if I develop another tool, because UFE from the very core has always been about 1v1.
Yeah.
So a lot of the code is basically, if you're not player 1, then you must be player 2.
Yeah.
And changing that to a 4-player format is a lot harder than it sounds.
What about tag teams?
So it might be easier for. Yeah. Oh yeah, tag teams another thing that's actually another thing that's coming soon to the repository. I'm working on other things right now for the customers, but the team mode is one of the things that is coming out, and it's like halfway done right now. And I really want to have it, so to have stuff like the Marvel vs. Capcom series, which I love. That kind of gameplay I really want to have. It's really fun. Having those combos, having a combo in which you call another character in. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, I can't wait for that to come out then. Oh,
we do have something like that already, and that's the character assist. And if you play with Ethan has a move that he calls up a character during the game. It's just an assist move. It's not a tag team. So basically, it's like Marvel versus Capcom. I think 1. I'm trying to remember which. I think it was Marvel vs. Capcom 1, in which you had the option to a tag team plus a character, a assist character that would you just call it, and it wouldn't actually be a playable character. He would just get in, play a move, and get out.
Oh, I think I remember.
Yeah, and there's a, if I'm not mistaken, there's a video tutorial on UFE about that. Let me see if I can link it to you. 1 second. I had a customer make a video tutorial on that.
Oh, that's brilliant.
I found it. Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna link it to you. Copy link.
Shorties is asking, does this work with mirror networking?
No, it does not. We don't need to because we have our own network system. It's already integrated, so you don't need actually to rely on anything else. The only thing you need is Photon. So you just use Photon Engine 1, not the 2. So it's Spun 1 they call. Let's see here. There you go. I linked you that tutorial for assist moves. But yeah, I remember I did some research on mirror. But yeah, you don't need to. It's what we have is a network is already as the best that you can get.
So it's not broke, so there's no point trying to fix it, pretty much. If we go now, so I want to make this guy.
Oh yeah, so let's see.
Let me close these windows down and make sure that good. Oh, there we go. Okay, close these. Save up a little bit of memory.
So the fastest thing we can do probably is just we can. Do you want to have that race skin? Have the robot Kyle with this character?
Yeah, let's do robot. Let's flip it as everyone else does. Let's flip robot Kyle.
Yeah, let's do that 1 hour game in which you can just post on post on Google Play and make a few bucks.
Exactly. Let's do that.
So what are you gonna do first? Okay, so we have the character already there. He already have. I'm assuming this character already has a what's it called? A skeleton. Jesus. Yeah, look at that. It looks like it already has it. So let's see if we can play an animation from another character into it. So what we're gonna do? Look for a animation from Robot Kyle in the project folder. It's probably gonna be inside a no, it's gonna be in resources, I think. So go to resources. Yeah, 2D probably might be better. Or actually, no, it's not gonna be on resources. It's gonna be on shared assets. So let's scroll down a little bit more. You're gonna find the shared assets. There you go. Yep, characters. Robot Kyle, animations. There you go. Cool. So clicking one of those.
Has he got an animation controller for this, or just?
Oh no, you don't need anything. It's just just click on one of the animations, and you'll be able to just.
Animation.
Yeah. You might not need to do that.
No, I was
but yeah. So you just click on one of the animations, and oh yeah, we can do that too.
Or just drag it.
Because one way you can do is just drag the character. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Like we just wanted to test to make sure that the character can actually do that. That's perfect. Perfect. So we know that the characters already have a Mecanim format. So what we're gonna do, and now this is you're gonna be surprised on how simple this is. Okay. Go to scroll back up on the project. Yeah. Now I want you to find, let's see here, character 2D fighter, Robot Kyle. Go to the Robot Kyle folder right where you're looking right now. Yeah, click on that folder right there. Yeah, okay, so click on Robot Kyle. Open the character editor. Okay, perfect. Now you're gonna go to character prefab. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Now switch that from resource folder to the other method, which is prefab. Yeah, there you go. Now from your project folder, drag that fighter 11 to that place. You're gonna find the. Oh, actually, you need. Yeah, it's probably gonna warn that you don't have the. There you go. Click. Yeah. So click on the character 11, fighter 11, right there. Yeah. And you're gonna have to add a component. Click on Add Component. Type Hitbox. There you go. That one. Hitbox script. Perfect. That's it. Just save it. Overwrite. Yeah. Such a weird override. Why did he change it? It was so easy to understand. Save. Now it has overrides. Anyways, you got that one. You might need to. Yeah, you're gonna have to add the hitboxes. So we're gonna do that really quick. Click on the hitbox setup. Yeah. Open character. Now, we don't have. I don't think we can. Too bad, because this character is from Mixamo, right?
Well, he's humanoid, so.
Yeah, because like there's a Mixamo was actually still is a big, wonderful website full of amazing models, right? And if you scroll down here on the hitbox setup, you're gonna see that this button is unfortunately grayed out. Yeah, auto setup for Mixamo auto rigger, which basically means if this character was from Mixamo, and you got rigged from this auto rigger, you could just click on that button and it would automatically give a hitbox to every single
Oh, nice.
body part. But because we don't have that, we're gonna have to create our own. So we're gonna have to just it might take a little time, but we can do it really fast. Scroll, yeah, hitbox right there, a new hitbox. Yeah, there you go. So just add a few, put them one on each hand, one on each.
So how do I?
So you're gonna select the body part first.
Okay.
The first one here.
So
Just yeah. Oh, you can do it that way too. No, actually, the best way to do is basically like which one you want to do first. Like let's start with the head, right? Yeah, there you go, head. So you just select on the body part on the that first.
Just drag him in like that.
Yeah, and then on that body part right there, click on the yes, and then click select head, circle or right, hit radius, reduce the radius. Well, actually, instead of reducing the radio, I have a better idea. You should scale this character up because it looks like the character is too small for UFE. So you can just on that, you can do it right there, or you can do it from there.
Oh,
yeah,
so
you can just scale.
UFE likes them to be a bit bigger, does it?
I don't know why I did it that way. I think it was like at one point some character from UFE or from Unity had that size by definition. Well, that was a standard somewhere, so I decided to have everything on that standard.
Oh, damn.
But it's not based on that, honestly. You can have your entire game set with your own variables. It just so happens that we're using the templates. The templates are working on a certain set of variables, and we just want to obey it so we don't have to redo a lot of things.
Alright, so where did my stats go? Okay,
you should probably, let's see here, you should probably delete Fighter 11 from your hierarchy. Yeah, so you can open it directly. Actually, no, you want to open from the hitbox. Yeah, let's see here.
So...
Why does it say closed character? Weird. Click on closed character, and then okay, now click open. There you go. Okay, now it makes sense. Now you can set the scale from here because I think the scale didn't get saved.
Ah, so what? Oh, in here.
You want to use this interface instead. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
You want to use this interface instead of the other one because you can actually have this hitbox interface from here. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. You want to use the root, yeah, because we're attaching it to the body parts to the what is it called? Jesus, I just blanked out on the name of this. It's the bone system.
Yeah.
Forgot the name of it. I completely forgot the name of it. Anyways, it doesn't really matter.
The humanoid bones. You do got it.
Yeah. I'll remember. It'll come to my mind eventually. But yeah. So just do the head. Yeah, exactly. So I just do the head, do the torso, and hand, and arms, and leg.
So we put it on the how should we do it? On the pelvis or?
It's actually up to you, honestly, because it's always up to wherever. When it comes to hitting or being hit, you want to know where the body parts are, so you can toggle certain animations. For example, if a character is hit and low, you can have a different animation for when it be hit on the head or be hit on the legs, right? So UFE can actually do that for you.
So we've got upper torso.
Yep, perfect.
So I can increase that. There you go, like that.
Yeah. Huh, it's weird that the circles are behind him. Shouldn't be there. Yeah, it's weird. That's okay. You can look at it from there.
Do I need to move them, offset them, or something? How do I?
Yeah, I think it's fine. Honestly, I think it looks really good. You don't have to move it back or forward. It's already there. Ooh, oh my god! Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that. Oh, sugar.
Yeah. Oh my god! I did not know that would happen.
Control Z destroys everything.
Control Z is not it's not a good idea apparently.
Do not control Z.
Do not control Z when you're doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so always click apply changes before you start mucking
around. Yep.
Alright, so let's do a upper. Ship it! Ship it! It's done. Ship it, pack it.
No, wait, no, this is weird. Where is the? We're not seeing it. Where is it?
Where's my circle?
Where is the circle?
Next one. Lower.
There you go. I think that one.
That's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah, I think spine 1 might be good because spine 1 is closer to the waist. But it's weird. Where are the circles?
Control Z really did.
Don't Control Z. Hit apply chains just to be sure too.
Alright. And then the magic.
Oh no! Look at that. That come back.
They come back now.
No, weird size.
So that's
what?
One looks alright. Oops.
Why is that one so big?
That's what I keep asking myself.
Oh, it's 1.9. There you go. That's why. There you go. No, it's weird to see that the character is in front.
But
oh, you know, I know why. Look at no, never mind. Position, yeah. Look at the Z position of the character. No, never mind. That's not the position of the character. That's the position of the spine. No, it's fine. Looks fine. No, yeah. Don't mess that. Don't change that. Don't change that. Okay. That's the spine.
I've just Control Z.
No.
I've just Control Z'd.
But hold on, you already applied, so that probably means that close and reopen. You're gonna have you'll be able to see that.
So close character.
Close and reopen.
There you go.
There you are. There you are. Yeah, but the sizes are messed up because you have to save it again.
Yeah. So look at that. The Okay.
Perfect.
Well, I don't know, man. I wouldn't call it perfect. I've got a bit weird. Why we're You'll only take damage if he gets hit in the back.
Yeah, no, it's just a visual thing right now. It's just a visual glitch. Because when it comes to the game, especially on 2D, the Z-axis is actually you can actually force the Z-axis to maintain always be 0. So it doesn't matter if it's behind or in front of it.
Okay, are you sure?
And yeah, absolutely. It's just a visual glitch. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. So yeah, you just gotta do that to you don't have to do all the bones, so you just do like do the both hands, both legs, and just probably just the thighs, the forearm, and that's it. And then you're gonna see the magic, like, cause if we had the auto rig, you would see a lot more magic going on. But you're gonna see the magic as soon as you finish that part.
So we should do a thigh, should we?
Oh, what?
You want to do a thigh?
Yeah. Do both thighs just to be sure. There you
go. Right thigh.
It's too bad that the auto rigger didn't got popular. Auto rigger was something that was developed by Mixamo back in 2013, 2014, and it was magical. I think what they did was they removed it, or they actually made the tool for their enterprise only. Basically, the tool did was like I remember the name, Rig. The character Rig. Okay, so auto rigger there. It's a tool that will allow you to like have a 3D model. You can just import the 3D model to this tool, which was a web tool. You can just upload the character to this tool. You tell where the hands are, where the feet are, where the head is, and it would automatically rig the character for you. So, and once you've done that, you would bring that character to UFE and click Auto Rigger, and it would just generate these hitboxes for you automatically. So you wouldn't have to do that. Even that part, it would be automatically for you.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah. Right, but for some reason, Mixamo got rid of the tool or made it exclusive for their internal customers. Let me see if I even... Mixamo Auto Rigger. If they still... Apparently the tool exists, but it's not...
TechTrade is asking, is that in Blender also?
What is in Blender?
It's like the auto rigger. Could you use the blenders?
Oh yes, yes. The auto rigger. I don't know. I don't know if it's for Blender or works on Blender, but I remember being a tool that was a web interface. You just upload the character, and it had a very simple user interface. And I found a video on it, but I can't seem to find. It's a video for 2017 actually. I'm gonna link the video for you.
Ah! There you go.
There you go. This is the auto rigger. Oh no, yeah. There's more to it.
Yes.
There's more to it. Like now you got really close actually.
Well, look how big, because we went up in scale.
Yeah, we actually scale a little bit too much.
Ship it. It's done.
Oh my God! She got into an infinite combo. Holy! Oh my God! Okay. That was amazing. Okay, so now is the magical step. I'm gonna tell you right now. First of all, go to Robocall. Yeah, open the character file again. Yeah. Now you're gonna go to let's see, Hitbox setup again. Open the character. Now on that rotation, you're gonna on the Y rotation, you're gonna type 90. The middle one.
There we go. I started looking.
Yeah.
Where's rotation?
Apply. Just hit apply. Yeah.
Should I bring my scale down a touch though?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, put it to 4. 4 might be good.
4?
Oh,
Okay.
3. 3 is. Yeah, 4 is fine. Yeah, 4 is fine. Apply. Okay, now the magic. Okay, you ready for the magic?
Yeah.
Okay, now you scroll down a little bit more. Under move sets, unfold that. Yeah. Now you're gonna go to your fighter 11 here. Actually, yeah. Also close the character because you don't want to have the character sitting down. It's gonna generate an arrow. Yeah, close the character. So find your fighter 11 right there. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, and you see the avatar. Yep. And that's it. Just hit play.
Okay.
All you have to do is hit play. Yep. Boom.
You sure?
Yep.
You sure?
Yep.
This is one of Messi's 10 games in 2020 to complete. And this is what I was saying in Discord, is that if I had used UFE from the start, I would have been finished by now.
Mm-hmm. Select Robocall and let's see. Oh, look at that!
Oh! Flip it.
Boom.
Flip it.
Boom.
Flip it. We're flipping this now. Hadouken!
Oh my God! Yeah, there's definitely
how is she hitting me from there?
There's something wrong, but you know, bugs happen. There's probably something else around. We're probably using animation maps when we shouldn't. That's another thing. Animation maps is a confusing part of UFE, and it has to do with the net code. And you don't need to use it right now, so you can disable that. I'll show you how to disable it. It's just a toggle, actually.
So what does it do?
It's basically to ensure that the rollback works under Unity. There's another secret magic, and that's one of the biggest parts of the whole magic. And that, I'm gonna have to be a little technical right now to explain to this. But actually, right now, just scroll down to Robot Kyle, and I'll show you just the toggle that you have to show. So scroll down to Move Sets, unfold that. Yeah, untoggle that, use animation maps, and there you go. That's it. But I'll explain to you. It's a little technical, but you'll be able to understand. You understand floats, right? Like in the code C#, you have floats. Floats, the variable type float is actually a number that is not deterministic. That means that if you make a calculation, a division of a number that it's too big, it has too many numbers after the dot, the decimals, right? It will have a different value on different computers. So if you divide 3 by a number that will give you okay, divide 10 by 3, right? It's going to give you 3.33333.
Forever.
In some computers, that will give you 33334. Some computers will give you 33333. And what is going to be 33335? The last digit of that float might end up being different on different computers. So that creates a domino effect on this rollback system, on any netcode actually, because what happens that on this netcode, what we're doing is actually just sending one variable per frame or per input, and that's just the input you press. So online, we're not sending the entire set of states. We're not sending the life or the position or anything in the character. We're just sending inputs. We are assuming that both players have the same game, running the same format, and when I press the button on my end, it's going to have the same outcome on your end. But if we use floats, eventually that will come up, will give you a different response. So eventually one button is going to hit where the other one's going to miss, and that will cause a desync. We changed that. We created, or actually I used a library called fixed point math. It's basically a system that was used back in the old days that forces the calculations to happen in the same memory segments in all computers. So the end calculation of every float is always the same. So what we do is have the entire engine, the entire physics engine, running on this physics, on this fixed point math. So none of the unit, we don't use any of the unit physics engine. So there's no rigid body, there's no colliders. Everything is inside UFE using this math, right? So now I'm gonna come back to animation maps. The one thing that is a problem is the animations are actually running on Unity, and they use floats. So every body parts, every rig, every part of the rig is actually running on a hold on. Every position of the rig is a float, and so if we try to get the position of the rig, so the hand of the character in the animation will have a different position on different computers. That causes a desync. So what we do, we have another system inside the UFE, and that's only available in UFE Source and Pro, by the way. There is a tool inside UFE called Map Recorder. It records every animation of every character. It pre-records the position of every body part of every character, stores those positions and fixed points. So when it comes to playing the game, the animation is actually not we're not linking the position of the animation. We already have that pre-recorded animation map for that animation to play along with the animation. So when you press the button and you see the animation of the punch, you see the character playing the animation, and then you see an overlay of a pre-recorded map playing on top of that, and that pre-recorded map is actually being used for the calculation which causes the entire physics to work.
So when you are adding your own custom animations, do you have to manually create these animation maps, or is it automatically?
I'll show you right now. You can scroll down to UFE on the project. I'm gonna show you how to use that. Let's see. Go to engine. You see you are in the demo folder. There you go. Now go to the engine folder. Yeah, map recorder right there. Yeah, perfect. Double click on that.
Oops.
You're gonna open. Yeah, you're gonna open a new. Yeah, you don't have to save that. Go ahead. And okay, now that's a new. So you're gonna click on that animation recorder right there. Yeah, there you go. And you can see that RoboKyle is already selected. You can see big. We don't. I mean, because we're already using Robot Kyle's animation files. We are actually not. Actually, you know what? This will be interesting. Hit play. You're gonna see Fighter 11 right there. There you go. That's Fighter 11. So now you just hit on record all basic moves, and you're gonna see what happens. It's just gonna record every single animation. and you can. Oh, there's an error. Oh,
Hey.
sometimes that happens.
Stop recording.
Stop recording. Yeah.
Are people buying or making their own characters for UFE? Well, as you said, there was the Shaolin game. The artist who makes those models is bloody good.
Mm-hmm. There are multiple things you can buy on the asset store to make your own. Yeah, let's see what's that error about.
So
it's probably related to having. Let's see. Oh my god, that's nasty. That looks nasty.
it's a lot of.
We can actually fix that really quick. Double click on that arrow so we can open the.
Should I get out of play mode?
Yeah. Just we can easily fix that. Yeah, you're gonna have to open that. Sorry about that.
That's right.
Because I think I fixed that. I think I fixed that error a few weeks ago, and it's in the repository. I'm not sure. Let's see where the arrow is from. Oh, I see it right there. Okay, so it's on line 1, 2, 3. So you're just gonna scroll down to line 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So you see that UFE.config.fps.
Yep.
So remove config between the FPS and yeah, just remove that one. There you go.
What about the one underneath?
And yeah, that too.
Yep.
There you go. That was just save.
Is that it?
Yep.
What was that?
It's trying to load a variable from a instance of UFE, but map recorder doesn't have that instance. So we're gonna use the value from a static value of UFE, which doesn't need to have an instance on it. It's confusing. Don't worry about it.
I'm confused.
Drink some water.
Yeah, drink your water. Oh, we got another.
Another error. No. Let's see what happens now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This one is a juicy one.
That's the juicy one. Play animation. Yeah, double click on that. Just take a look at that. Yeah, the first one. Let's see.
And the reason why I didn't use UFE at the start is because, as I said at the start of the stream, I wanted to try and learn the mechanics myself of how to do it. So I wanted to make my own character selector.
Oh,
I wanted to make my own menus. And I figured that would give me a good grounding of when I would be later playing about with UFE. That was the logic.
That works. Yep. That's perfect.
I'm still glad I did it. Because now I've learned that inherently Unity's input system doesn't allow you to have player 1 and player 2 selecting at the same time, and you have to create your own input system if you wanted to do it, which is what you've done with UFE.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's try again. Let's see.
Now we got
oh my god, again!
Now we got a new one.
But it looks different.
Yeah, this one's a good one. So we've got a null exception.
Get animation maps. Ooh, that looks not good. What is happening right now? See, that's one of the most complicated parts of the engine, and it normally requires people to have an extensive knowledge of coding to deal with that kind of part, which is understandable because this is we're talking about rollback, and that's the hardest part to do in the engine, which is having this netcode warning. So let's see. Hitboxes telling us that get animation maps. Yeah, click on that hitbox 1, 2, 3 right there.
We are live code fixing as we go. So
animation maps. But it seems to me that it might be unrelated to now it looks like it's unrelated to a actual code problem, but more of something else. So let's see what's happening here. So position, it's telling us. Let me take a look at the arrow again. See if I can detect what's happening there. So the arrow is telling us reference is null. Transform position is null. Animation maps. You know what? Let's try something else just for fun here. Replace Robot Kyle. Replace replace Robot Kyle with another character. Yeah. Just click on that little circle so you can just select another character easier. Yeah, there you go.
Should I do it,
There
Mike?
you go. Just select. Yeah, Mike is fine. Mike is Legacy. Let's see if Mike's works. Let's see. Oh my God!
What's going on?
What's going on? Okay, let's try another character again because this one is actually Legacy, so might be something else. Ethan is fine.
Ethan to the rescue! Come on, Ethan,
So
you can do it.
If Ethan doesn't work, then there's definitely something else. I'll look it up.
Right, so
Record busy moves. Oh, there you go. That one works. Look at that. Now it's doing it. So what it's doing now right now is recording every single animation, every single basic animation. Then you're gonna have to go for every single attack animation. It's recording the hitboxes. You can actually, if you look at the scene at the same time, you're gonna see that yeah, there you go. There you go. See, it's recording every single position of every single hitbox, and then it saves. And yeah, you can go to back. Yeah, now you can do special moves. Yep. Look at that. It's recording every single position of every single hitbox of every single frame, and it's storing that information on the move sets. So when you play the game on a network, it's actually not using the position of the animation, but it's using the position that was pre-recorded here.
So what is it? Are my errors related to the fact that I didn't add all of the hitboxes on?
Could be. Honestly, I would have to. I have to look it up. But chances are, we were trying to do something here. We were actually already using a map system that was already preset to another character. So that could be the problem.
That was naughty.
That was a little hacky. Yeah, but I mean,
even for an asset flip, that's
yeah. But actually, in that case, you don't even need to do that because since you're already using a pre-recorded animation map from another character, you don't have to have another animation map because it's already recorded for that character. So you're just replacing the skin, and the maps are already recorded, so you don't have to use it. You don't have to re-record it.
Why do you think she was able to hit me from across the room
there? Good question. Good question. I don't know right now.
You might want to write that down on a piece. What tends to happen, because part of the joy of being a guest on the show is that I will find bugs. So what people tend to do is they write down all these bugs, or they refer to them back afterwards, and they go, "Thank you for the 5,000 bugs that we found in this game."
Oh, honestly, I think it was just about our hacky way in. That happened. Honestly, it's a lot of this is polishing. There's a few things here and there that's like, the more you start playing, the more you learn that, okay, so I see that this happened because I had that one and this one and recorded this one on top of that, and we were using less hitboxes probably. Oh, look at that! Oh my god! What the hell? There's a new reference error. What the hell is happening? What a beautiful image right there.
What did we do? Is that because we were
froze him?
Is that because we were redoing Ethan's animations?
Good question. Let's see. Let's see what the arrow says.
You broke it.
You broke everything. Everything's broken. UFE is out of commission because of that.
There you go.
Yeah, update animation maps. Animation maps are nasty. They are nasty. Yet they're a necessary part of the network. Normally those kind of things, they are easy to fix, and I just don't know what's happening right now. But it's probably something really simple, you know. I don't think that was a problem with. Actually, you know what? I don't think that was a problem with Ethan. I think that was a problem with Robot Kyle.
So Robot Kyle sucked him into him.
You know what? Actually, another little trick here you can do instead of loading your character, instead of loading the game all the time, go to config file right there. Yeah. Open that one. Open the config. Yeah. So on the deployment option, the second one, yeah. You see for interface, just click on training, yeah, and then you're just gonna load the training straight away. So try, for example, yeah, right now, yeah, right there, perfect. So you can skip the loading screen to make it even easier. So boom. Oh my God!
Why is it
it looks like it's the problem with RoboKyle. Try replacing RoboKyle with another character. See if it's gonna work.
Kyle, what you doing, Kyle? Kyle, what are you up to?
Okay, so replace RoboKyle with Mike.
Okay.
But then again, we also had that problem with Mike, didn't we?
Mike's doing his little dance.
A little dance. Oh, there you go. That works. Oh, look at that. That's the move I was talking about. Look at that. That's the assist move.
Like, why's he got two friends?
Yeah. This is a stress test that I made. Oh, actually, Ethan has a awesome move set to have combos with. I remember I made this character specifically just for fun, just a little reminder of how fun it was to play Marvel vs. Capcom. Basically, you can have him execute that move that brings two of his friends, and then execute another move that doubles his attacks, and then combo everything together, and you can have like a combo that's like 50 hits.
Wow. Like Wolverine.
Yeah, it is insane.
So how does this testing, like on the right hand side and left hand side, it's got all these directions. Are these is this what I'm currently doing, or is it telling me what I should do?
Oh no, this is the button you're pressing.
Okay.
So this is it's just the input viewer basically letting you know what buttons you're pressing.
I'm getting destroyed.
Look at that, 28 hit combo.
You're not gonna perfect me, Ethan.
Oh, beautiful! You did a super move right there. Yeah.
Come on, come back. And I got my health back up.
You were in training mode, so the super bar is always recharging.
Oh, and I thought that was my skill that was making it recharge. I feel pathetic now. Oh my word.
No, but like the Hadoukens and the Dragon Punches, they are regular moves. You can do it. You can. There are a few ways you can control the input system on UFE to make it very easy to press the inputs, or very hard. There are a few things you can do to just if you mash the buttons, all the inputs will come out. And there are ways you can there's something called input leniency. You can adjust that as well. It's basically the amount of buttons you can press at the same time that the engine will still identify.
I push all of the buttons at the same time. That's how I play.
Yeah, because like you can let the engine be a little lenient towards it. So like if you press, say, the Hadouken, the fireball is actually, the motion is down, forward, punch, right? But if you increase the leniency, you can press, say, down, back, down, forward, punch. It will still recognize as a fireball. So if I press down, forward, punch, that's fireball. Down, back, forward, punch, that's also a a fireball, because it's letting you.
Because that down, forward punch is still somewhere in there.
Yeah, it's exactly. Thank you. That's the best description I can possibly think of.
What is AI version? I'm still confused with all the different versions.
So... Oh yeah, AI is super cool. Okay, so there's random AI. Random AI is basically a button masher. A button masher that has some guidance, and you can see right there AI option right there. Yeah, so you can see we are selecting fuzzy AI, which is the one that has all the menus. Random AI doesn't have those menus, and you can select just to look at it. So you can, see, that's the menu that's the options set for random AI. Basically, just letting the AI has a few things that will do. It will try to move closer to you, and it will try to press buttons when it's closer to you. It's basically a button masher guy. It's when he's closer to you, he's gonna press buttons closer, and when he's further than you, he's gonna try to move closer. It's basically a person that never played a fighting game, but
So it's me.
but wants to hang out with his friends. So he will be cool, and he will get close to, like, oh yeah, let's play video games, yeah, button mashing, and then but he has some idea, so he's not just pressing buttons. He's like, if he's far away from the character. Yeah.
You basically created the AI version of me. Fresh Meat says yes to take off. Have a great stream tonight. I see you, buddy.
You were smarter than that.
No, I wasn't. I was just randomly pushing buttons, and I'll prove it. Did you download the Star Wars game I gave you the link for?
Oh, I did not yet.
Stick it on download in the background. Anyone in chat who has click the link. Let me stick it again in chat for everyone.
But yeah, it has some guidance, because like it's not just pressing buttons and closing his eyes and just pressing buttons. It actually has some guidance. It tries to get close to you, and when you get close to, it will press buttons faster.
that is me. You're describing me. You keep describing me. You're like, no, I'm not saying you suck, but
it keeps bringing me back to this one friend of ours that used to hang out with us during our fighting game nights, and he just wanted to hang out with us, and yeah, everybody had like some idea, like, okay, I know how to do a down forward punch. I know that Gaio, you have to hold down and then press up to press, and then kick to flash kick. Now this guy is just like, when he's far, you can actually, it's basically, you can hear his controller, right? So his controller is like, when it's far, is like, and then when it's get close to you, he's like.
When I was a kid, I could never do a fireball. I could never do it. I could never I could never understand how everyone could. All I could play was E Honda, where you would
or Chun-Li.
Or Chun-Li.
Or Chun, yeah.
And sometimes, or what's it called?
Blanca.
Yes.
Blanca. Yeah. Because those are the three characters that have the button mashing.
Exactly. And those were my characters. That was it. Yep. That's how I played the game.
Or it became another thing later in the history of Street Fighter, is to use Zangief. Because Zangief has a very complicated move, which is the pile drive, right? Because you have to do a 360 on your controller and press the punch to execute the pile drive. But a button masher can actually just spin the controller uncontrollably and press the button, and eventually he will get it.
Yeah, well, I mean, one time out of 100, he'll get that move.
Yeah, he'll get it. You just get close to you and like, and then, oh my god, it works. That's the first thing I did when I was like trying to get good at the game. Like, oh my god, what if I just did that? And I was actually winning a lot of matches.
Oh wow! But you're trying to make me feel better, and I appreciate it.
Actually, it was the first moment. I remember it was on a Street Fighter 4 when I went from I know how to do fireballs to, oh, okay, so there's more to this. I can actually pretend to be good at this.
There's more to this. There's more than just spinning the controller around.
Yeah.
All right. So anyone in chat who's managed to download this, I'm gonna see if they've got the multiplayer version. There you go. I think it crashed.
Oh, I'm pretty sure. Too bad. I'm pretty sure this car. Oh, it has online. Look at that. It has online. Oh my god. Now I wonder if it's actually good. No, it's just.
Am I just spamming my local IP address to everyone? There you go.
It's local IP.
Yeah. So just spam my local IP to everyone.
But
that's a shame.
No, it's just local. It's not. It's just a local network. It's not online. So they don't have the.
That's a shame.
The pro version.
I can play with my wife.
Yeah.
Which came out.
Or you can play. Or you can play in the same computer with two controllers. My kids. That menu looks really nice, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Where did it go?
No
one can see it. Okay. So.
Gotta admit that this looks really nice.
I want to be.
Look at Darth Maul. Look at that. Look
Oh,
at these characters. Look so nice. Oh,
Oh.
oh no!
Because it
Crashed.
Because I'll tell you why. Because we've got Unity running. OBS. Let me close Unity.
Oh.
It is a They do have a README that says it's a memory hog.
Oh.
So
you know, there is another thing. It's interesting on UFE, and probably I don't know if they used it. Probably they did. UFE has support for the resource system, and that's a very important. Or maybe they didn't, because this looks like a node version of UFE. I don't know, but resource system is a way to not hog your memory. You can
have not used it. I guarantee you they have not used it.
Could be. Yeah, because it's allows you to load characters or movesets individually from the resource folder, which makes things a lot easier to load. Especially good for large rosters like this one. This one looks like a large roster. What, 10, 12, 14 characters? That's more plus. That's 14 characters plus 6 more.
Crashed again.
Ouch.
Wow.
It looks like the game has 20 characters. Wow, because it looks like it's 14 in the roster plus 6 hidden characters.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Let's
Fight of Animals. Now that one is good.
I don't have that one, but I do have
Fight of Gods is good. That one has been like tested, and yeah, these guys are awesome. It's a Chinese company. They actually financed. They were the ones that initially financed my work for my rollback netcode work.
Really?
Yeah, they I had halfway done, and they offered me some money to finish it. I finished it, and it was beautiful. Thanks to them, we now have this rollback netcode available
thanks
for everyone.
to these guys, we can all appreciate it and use it.
Oh, yep.
We should all write them a letter.
And actually, it's funny because like this game was actually one of the most popular. This was the popular game, but they also released this other one, the Fight of Animals, and it became a lot more popular just because of the price. I think they charged like $3 for the game, and it was insane because the game is so good compared to just in general other games for only $3. You know.
I think also the lack of Jesus breaking off the cross.
that was something
my
else.
wife was like, "This is a let me. I will be Jesus."
Yeah, look at that. That is something else.
I'm gonna look at all these different things. I wanna.
Ooh, look at that. This is beautiful.
Jesus versus Santa. I'm
look
reclaiming
at that
Christmas.
Santa dancing. Look at dancing Santa.
We're gonna fight in Mount Olympus.
Oh, Mount Olympus. We're perfect. Exactly how the story was written.
Exactly.
That's exactly. This is in the Bible. Do you know that? This is exactly how the Bible was written.
Exactly. So Jesus versus Santa.
Yeah.
And
Joseph 13:12. Jesus versus
look
Santa
at him
and Olympus.
breaking off the cross. So inappropriate. Now I just mash. Come on! No, Santa! Oh!
This is beautiful.
Mash it.
See, my only, it's not even so much of a critique on this game, but it's just that the fact that the art style, normally, this art style is so anime-ish. I don't have anything against anime, but it kind of feels like there's less personality when every character looks like an anime. Not these characters. This ones have personality. Jesus looks a lot more like a Jesus, but I think the lady characters, they have this anime face. They look kind of all the same.
Jesus looks a lot more like a Jesus. When I woke up this morning, I did not think this was the conversation I would be having.
Jesus look a lot more like Jesus than I thought. Jesus look a lot more like Jesus than Jesus would look like if Jesus was Jesus.
If Jesus was
Yeah. If Jesus was animated, if Jesus was animated, this was Jesus look like.
He just did a selfie.
It's like a picture. That is fantastic.
Oh!
Oh my God.
Oh my God! Santa, you killed Jesus!
Yeah.
Now this game here has a robust netcode. I know that for a fact because I've seen Maximilian play this game several times, and it's amazing. Let's see. Oh, look at that. See, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that. This character, and you go over the other anime girl characters, and they kind of, you know, they don't have so much personality on them. I don't know, because they're dressing differently. I get it, but facial expression, face-wise, they look like they look like they're coming from the same model. They come from the same model. They came from the same model creator. You know, it's like a character creator system, and you just hit default on all of them.
Right. I'm gonna win this one. I'm gonna win it. I'm gonna redeem myself.
Yeah.
Because it's embarrassing.
Amaterasu. Isn't Amaterasu supposed to be a dog, or am I just thinking too much about that game that has a dog for Amaterasu? I don't know either.
I'm gonna pretend as if I know. Yeah, you're right.
Because let me see. Because Amaterasu is actually a game developed by Capcom. Amaterasu. Okay.
Oh.
I might be saying. Yeah, I might be saying just.
Goddess.
Yeah, it is. It is a Japanese goddess that can turn into a wolf. That's what it looks like. And Capcom made a game that you control this wolf. And then this character, this Amaterasu character, that's also a wolf, was also in. Oh, that looks so nice. Some moves in this game looks so easy.
So, how many? Which is your favorite game? Are you allowed to say that? Or you don't try?
Yeah. No, I can't. I think this one, or Fight of Animals is one of my favorite, just because of the simplicity of it, and they just based the game on memes, on pictures of animals that were taken that looks weird, and what they did was like, you know, like memes or like pictures of animals that looks weird. There was like a picture of a fox that was laying down with their tail on top of another fox. But if you look at the picture, it looks like a fox with two big arms. So they just created a character based on that meme, and they did that for several other pictures of animals. So it's the most it's a game that's based on memes, and it's so oh my god, words skipping on my mouth.
I got destroyed. This is embarrassing.
Innocent, so innocent. I think. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that physics. Look at those physics.
Yeah, that's inappropriate as well. This is this is a family channel.
A family channel.
Oh, that's just wrong.
Physical. Physics.
Shaolin versus Wu-Tang was my favorite one.
Okay, yeah, that one is awesome, and I know the guy who developed. He's a great guy. This one is that's the one I was talking about because he has amazing skills in 3D modeling, and he made characters that really resemble the actors that play those characters. Really resembled. And I have no idea how he got with the resemblance, but I think like he found a line, the gray line. He found it in a way that nobody complained.
It's an homage.
Yeah, it's an homage. Yeah, and also this guy. This is the one I was talking about that he didn't upgrade to UFE 2.0. So this one is still UFE 1.8 or 1.6 even. I don't even know. And it's because he made a lot of custom changes. I even talked to a few of one of the programmers that work with him, and there's so many changes they made that it's for him is really hard to upgrade. He would have to start from ground zero basically. It's what happened to Bethesda. It's like the whole Fallout Fallout engine is like you can't unless you make a whole new game.
I mean, look, this.
Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Look at this one! Yeah, that's Chuck Norris. That's Chuck Norris.
It's Chuck Norris with a British flag outfit. That's how they get around it. Region England.
Yeah.
Jet Li.
Jet Li, yeah. Oh, look at that! That's Bruce Lee, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Jean-Claude Van Damme! Oh my God! Okay,
From Germany. How are the folk around all these? Right.
There's Jack Chan somewhere. There's Jack Chan somewhere.
So when I was young, I did like a 2D game on the Amiga, which was called Bullshit Mr. Handman, and it was literally I just drew a 2D drawing of this character from Enter the Dragon, and it was based on that. And I always dreamt of wanting to make it as a proper game, and then I saw this and I was like, well, there's no point because it's been done far better than I would ever do it. There's Bolo.
I remember this guy. Yeah, from the Dragon.
From all of them. From everything in it.
From everything.
Every movie ever made.
Ever.
Alright, I'm gonna be Jean-Claude Van Damme versus.
Ooh, they even have handicap. Look at that. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I put this up high. It means I'm bad, doesn't it?
I don't know. I really don't know.
And I'm gonna be against Paul.
Handicap, it really depends on game by game, but I think they might change the damage of the attacks or reduce the life of the character.
So we're gonna fight in.
There you go. So that face was probably at first looking a lot more like Van Damme than now. Now it doesn't even look like Van Damme.
Yeah, exactly. So they were like, no, we'll make them into drawings in the selection screen.
Yeah.
Let's put the volume up so people can hear. Alright. Wait for the program to respond.
Again.
Wait for it to respond.
Wait for it to respond.
People at home can't see it, but my computer's gone grey because I went to OBS.
Yeah. So this game I remember. Now this is I remember because the resource system from UFE, they did not have it on this version, but I know that they hired a guy to create the resource system for this game alone. So they have their own pre-loading resource system. Oh, look at that! Worked.
Right, so just leave it alone. Don't touch it, and it'll be fine.
Yep.
Don't touch it, and it'll be okay. Right, we're blinded by the light at the moment.
The light.
It's Jesus again calling us into the light, telling us to be wary of Santa. You killed my brother.
Prepare to die.
Round 1. Fight. First hit.
He looks beautiful.
Everything is so beautiful.
This one's my favorite one.
Yeah. One of my favorites. I mean, because I'm a more of a technical guy, so for me, my favorites are the ones that have a line and all that kind of stuff. I value the technicality more than the visuals, but in terms of visuals, this one takes the cake. I remember when I first met him, he wanted to make a 3D game, like with 3D environments, such like attacking and stuff. But he settled down for this, and actually paid off because it looks really nice and it looks like it plays nice.
It plays lovely. How many people are in his team?
Oh no, I think it's like 2 or 3 guys. And I think it's like one guy that does everything. He just, he hires contractors. That's all.
I mean, I don't understand why it's not more popular. It's very niche.
Yeah.
It's very niche. That's the problem, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Probably is. But, it is popular between the fans of Kung Fu movies, because I think this was basically what it's based on, right? It's based on...
It's a fanboy's wet dream of all the Kung Fu movies he watched as a child.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Perfectly described. Yep.
Oh, he kicked me right in the knackers as I rolled into it.
And look at that! Look at that! The lights are so nice.
So all these cutscenes, that's part of your feast. Like you basically set the cutscenes.
Yeah, I mean you can have your cinematic system there. He didn't use so much of the system, which is fine. You know, like he's using, I think the camera he's just using for a small like the camera just moves. Like right now, I think the camera just moves. Yeah, like there's not much there, which is fine for this game. Like we don't need it, honestly.
Yeah.
It's already as beautiful as it can get.
Oh,
Chuck Norris, yes.
Chuck Norris again. Who's one Chuck Norris against?
Try to find Jackie Chan, because I know that Jackie Chan is somewhere around there.
There he is. Drunken
Yeah, there you go. There's
Drunken
Jackie Chan.
How many different Jackies are there? Here's another Jackie.
Ooh, look at that! Another one, yeah. That one looks a lot more like Jackie Chan.
So you're on this Jackie?
Yes.
Can't hear you, the game is too high. Is that better?
Yeah, I have no idea what handicap is either. I'm reading the chat. No idea what a handicap is.
Yeah, nobody's got a clue.
I'm gonna assume that has to do with amount of damage each attack does, probably.
Right, we're in the England stage.
I love the face, because the face is like the artwork of the loading screen. It's like it almost looks like it, but it's not.
It's the animations that get me. It's like because the models, you know, like you say, you get a good artist, it's easy enough. It's the animations. How did he get these animations?
One of the things that I love about the style of the work that they did. It was the blocking system in this game is awesome, and that's because it's not much of a block. Like if you try to hold block and you get attack,
I don't even know which
character kind of dodge the move. The character actually dodges the move when it blocks, which is awesome. Ooh, look at that! Look at that cloth physics. Looks so good. Cloth physics looks awesome, dude.
Oh, see, look, you couldn't make this in Unreal. You can only make something like this in Unity. Oh, did you see that with the figure on the other side of him? Okay.
I mean, see, that's the thing about Unity. It doesn't take a large team to do this. With Unreal, it's so much work to get stuff like this done.
Come on, smack him! Come on, Chuck!
Even the hair has physics. That's awesome.
He's like he's wearing a wig.
Yeah.
Oh, Jackie.
Ooh.
Jackie.
Oh man, the blur. You see the blur? There's like a motion blur on when the match is over, but it feels like it's actually.
Sorry, interrupting, but that was actually planned.
Yeah.
And I'll prove it to you because I'll do it again. Oh, as he says, he gets taken down by Jackie.
Oh, there's like super moves in this game.
If it was Unreal, it'd run more than 15 FPS.
You
got that. But he has got a lot.
Ooh, that was a super move. It looks like it was a super move.
Oh, come on, Jack! I'm trying to read chat. It's not easy. Oh!
Oh, beautiful! Ah, what a beautiful animation.
Come on, Chuck! Chuck! Okay, Chuck, time to make a comeback. The kids are watching. You're 200 years old, Chuck. You need to redeem yourself. Come on, Chucky.
Wow, look at that.
Come on,
See,
Chuck!
I think that was a block. That was beautiful.
Oh! Oh no,
God,
Chuck!
That's nice.
No, Chuck!
That was so cool.
Oh, did you see that?
Beautiful. Oh God, look at that.
Oh, that was planned. That was planned.
That was planned.
Alright, now it's the final round, and then we can do some giveaways. And see if somebody in their bedroom is going to make the next one of these with UFE 2, because with UFE 2 you get all of the headaches taken away from you, because It's all been made. This is done with UFE 1.
Yep. I love the look at that. I love the blocking, because the blocking is not really blocking; it's dodging the move, which is awesome.
Why is he wearing a British fan? Because Chuck Norris is English. Everyone knows. His name's,
let me read the chat.
He's Chuck Norris from Manchester. All right, Chuck. Oh, come on, come on! No, don't. You're not making a comeback, Jackie. Look at him. Oh,
that looks so nice. That looks so nice. Okay, now that does not look like. That looks okay. Now that final pose reminds me of Chuck Norris. This final pose reminds me of Chuck Norris. Absolutely reminds me of Chuck Norris. Look at that. That game was beautiful. This game is beautiful.
And it was. I got it for like £3 or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Look how many options this game has. It's amazing.
Survival. I can't exit it. It won't let me exit.
Ugh.
Exit game. Okay.
There you go.
Oh, he needs his Texas Ranger outfit. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's why he didn't get sued. He didn't get sued because Chuck Norris suddenly became Chuck from Manchester. If you're typing in exclamation mark raffle now, you won't be able to join the raffle because it will time you out. I'm warning you all. you need to behave yourselves for your own good. You're getting yourselves in a lot of trouble. Right, so let's have a look. We've got 2 copies of basic and a copy of standard to give away. And you lucky badgers will be able to you don't even need the access to the source code to make a game, because as you see, a lot of it can just be like drag and drop and away you go. You can flip the hell out of this if you really want. And if you do want to upgrade, there's always the option to upgrade as well. Oh, I feel exhausted. I feel spent after all of that. It was very stressful. I have to tell you, it was very stressful. Can I get an exclamation mark UFE in chat, please, while we have a look? And by the way, if you don't manage to win, standard is on sale at the moment as well on the old asset store. Oh, I'm having a bit of a heart attack, I think. Let's start with the basics, shall we? Let's UFE 2 basic. All right, everyone in chat, put your exclamation mark waffles in chat if you want to win a copy of UFE from Mind Studios. How many years have you been working on this? 6 years, you said? 5, 6?
Yeah, about 2013, but December. So January 2014. Yeah, somewhere around there. It's been a long road.
Wow. But just because you love fighting games, is that just what you?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that was before this. I was working on a card game. I actually developed a card game for a browse-based card game. It was called Aderon. It still exists, but it's the competition hit hard on the card game at the time. So the sales were going low. We couldn't sustain ourselves. So I just sold my shares of the company, and I went to try something new. So I was always in love with fighting games. It was always something that I loved to death, and I really got excited with Street Fighter 4. Was a game that really got me going with fighting games. I already had, of course, played a lot of fighting games before, and Street Fighter 2 and whatnot, but Mortal Kombat. But Street Fighter 4 was what hooked me up. So, that is great.
What about you making your own one?
Oh, my own fighting game?
Yeah.
I always thought about it.
You need to get yourself a copy of UFE, though, wouldn't you?
I would need to, yes. I need money to buy my copy of UFE, yes. This is a very good game, Fantasy Strike. This was the game that was developed by the guy who made Street Fighter 2 Hype Edition, and he had a really good team to develop this. Really good team. Yeah, this game is beautiful.
You see all these people making these games.
Oh, look at the quality. This is the kind of quality that requires a certain level of management. And I always have this thing about working by myself, and I have a really hard time managing large teams of people. So for me, it was really always hard to get a team of people going on and having. Actually, I did that with a card game, but a card game was a lot easier to deal with. Because it was for me to hire people to just create artwork was a lot easier than hire people to make 3D assets like this.
So the guy who worked on Street Fighter, instead of making it all from scratch, used UFE as a base.
Yeah, and then
that's a massive
he did
compliment.
develop. Yeah, it is. This guy, actually, there is a few companies that bought UFE, and they were trying to do stuff. I think Ubisoft at one point tried to get something going on, or there was also Square Enix tried to get something going on too. But it was always something. It was basically what I can tell from what I can tell is just some small team of people just trying something new or see if
prototyping.
Prototyping. See if something sticks. But I don't think anything came to tuition with most of these guys.
Well, let's announce the 2 winners of the basics. So, the first one, drum roll. Sengoku in the house. Sengoku. Love to see what you're going to make with that, Sengoku. And the next one is.
Yeah.
Nash fan Phil. I can't. Nash fan Phil. Nash fan Phil. Are you a Nashville fan, or is just your name Fan Phil?
Nash fan FL13.
Nash fan. Nash Fin Bog Jab.
Nicknames are the most interesting thing about our human society. If you could give yourself a name, I'm thinking about like if you could give yourself a name, but you have to pick a name when you're like around 14 years old, and this name is gonna stick with you for the rest of your life. That's what nicknames are.
Exactly.
That's exactly what nicknames are. Yeah.
2 cubes in. It's like, why are you called 2 cubes? Because it's.
I was 14 at the time. I mean, that's exactly where my nickname came from. I'm Mr. Mind because when I was 14 years old, I was like, I want a name. Let's mix words here. Master, Lion, Thunder, Mind, Mister. Ah!
It just sounds like an evil dictator, like evil mastermind.
The coolest part about all this is that 20 years later, I found out that DC actually had a character called Mr. Mind.
Wow.
And the best part about this is that this character showed up in a movie. In the movie Shazam, after credits scene, there is a little worm that talks to the guy, and that worm is called Mr. Mind.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yep.
Sengoku, you already got in. You can't go in for this one as well. It's the same one. You can't go in for the standard after winning the basic. I'm gonna have to pull rank on you. If you win it, I'm gonna roll it again. The only reason I had to redo the raffles and Sengoku is because the name was different, and I wanted it to have the name come up. So I've got it. But otherwise, I would have just clicked pick winner again. Just say do that. Winning the basic and then the standard. It might happen. It could happen. He's very lucky, Mr. Mind, Sengoku. He's a very lucky badger. Oh no!
Yes,
Distant Temples has put his name down, which means he's going to win it because he always wins everything. He puts his name down for. I want to see what you would come up with making a game.
Let me see. Let me think about.
Would it be? Would it be? It wouldn't be anime, would it? I can. You know that much.
I was a huge fan of anime, especially like early on. But like it grew. I outgrew it basically because like after years of seeing the same animation style or art style, you get a little bored. It's basically what it is about anime. Like I love anime, don't get me wrong, but eventually I outgrew the art style. That's what it is. But let's see. I think for me, in terms of gameplay, I would like to make something that looks like Marvel vs. Capcom 3. It's one of my favorite games to watch. It was a blessing. It was amazing to watch tournaments with those with Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And in terms of style, I don't think I have anything particularly. I like simplistic style, cell shaded. I love cell shading. I think yeah, it's cell shading maybe with the more colorful style, something like colorful like Fortnite, no, or like World of Warcraft. They also have these bright colors. I love that.
I like Borderlands. That just because
I mean that that fantasy strike.
It's cartoony. It was cartoony, and it was cel shaded, but it was also very depressing. So it was like
yeah.
It was like perfect harmony of happiness.
If I'm thinking about an art style, I can like that Fantasy Strike game probably speaks to me. Like that's a beautiful art style for me. I mean, it's hard. It's hard to think of a game that I would like to make because most of the times they already made it. like when I'm thinking about what is a nice art style? Well, Fantasy Strike is an art style. It's a nice thing. I mean, but they already did it.
I'm like, I would love to do a Star Wars one, and I'm sitting here watching the video of the Star Wars.
Yeah,
one.
Yeah, exactly. But they already did it. That's one of the things. Like when I developed this engine, I actually had a plan to make a fighting game in the future. But as I was developing, people were making things that were so amazing that I was like, oh, I was thinking about making something like that, but they already did it. So that's good. That's good.
So
that's
great. You don't need to. They don't take it.
I don't need to make it. That's the best part. I don't need to make a game. It's already made. It's right there. Go buy that one.
You just ask them, like, instead 5% of the royalties.
yeah. Just I love to make there's everything. They already done everything. I can't think of a fighting game that hasn't been done or an art style that hasn't been used. I really can't. I really can't think of anything that it's like art style wise. I can't think of anything new. But in gameplay wise, there's a lot of ground to cover. Yeah. Art style, not so much.
I'm pretty sure that we'll find it. But let's announce the winner. Let's announce the winner.
Yeah.
Liquid Shock Games, you are the winner. You have won the standard edition, which is currently on sale on the Asset Store on a 50% sale for $99.50. Well, I am in awe of what you've done with this.
Thank you.
And if I had started with this before doing my own, I would have finished by now, no doubt. And it, wow, it's. I do need to watch the videos, the tutorials, so that we don't just hack our way of adding a person in. But we saw how easy it was adding someone in. And then breaking it, which is part of the job. That was what I'm here to do.
Yep.
So that's why I get paid the big bucks to break people's assets, and which was great. But it was
that's the beauty of it. That is the beauty of it. That's why I enjoy doing what I do. Compared to making games, I used to make games in the past. Of course, I made the card game, but it's the clientele is a lot better because the clientele is more open-minded to try things. They want to break things. They want to do. They have more options around them to just play around with. And that's I like that.
Well, so don't worry. I'll be finding you lots of things to break. I love that he's got here Jangly Production, and it's got like the logo from the movies.
I actually remember that I helped him develop that. We were working together, like he was like trying to come up with something like that, and I was like trying to help him, like, oh, maybe we could try it like this. And I remember that we're still tweaking with software. Like I never had used Adobe Illustrator. Was Illustrator was I even forgot the name of the software. We were trying to do some crazy stuff with that. It was awesome.
Oh, mate. Well, thank you so much for coming on, mate. I will be grabbing you on the Discord for a load of customer support stuff the more I play about with this. And I'm looking forward to thinking what kind of crazy ideas I'm going to come up with. Congratulations to all of the winners, and thank you for the prizes. They're much appreciated.
I appreciate being here, actually. Thank you. Thank you very much for letting me be here.
Oh, well, I look forward to having you back on another time when you've got...
Absolutely.
And I tell you what, when I make something, I'll bring you back on to play it with me.
Yes, I want to kick your ass.
It's not going to be very difficult. Let's be honest. It's not going to be very difficult.
Just make sure you make your game and you set your rules. So I don't know the rules, so that way we can actually make a match even.
Hang on. You honestly think I'm not just going to flip the heck out of all of your preset?
Well, if you do, then you're doomed, because I know those moves.
You're going to be like, hang on a minute.
I know exactly how to play with
that's Ethan's special move there. You're in trouble.
Yeah.
And that's Kyle's jump kick.
There is. Oh yeah.
I'm not going to say I'm going to be very good. It's
and make sure you put that online, because one of the coolest things is this online feature, the rollback. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, it's going to be multiplayer. Otherwise, how are you going to beat? I'm not sure you're going to, because we've got isolation. You're not going to be able to come around my house to play it.
That's true.
It's going to be online. What is the best UFE made game? Well, not sure about the best, but he said his favorite was the gods and the animals ones. Fight of Animals, Fight of Gods. I'm loving I managed to play the Star Wars one briefly, and I love it. I absolutely love this one here that the video is playing.
Shaolin.
It is great. And there's a lot of turkeys out there. There's a lot of stinking turkeys that people have just literally flipped it, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing. Thanks for the asset and the great stream too. It will be the one I make. Well, Liquid, we can't wait to see what you're going to make with it. Likewise with Sengoku and Nashfan from Florida. So, Steve Nash, want to see what you guys are going to be making with UFE. We've got a showcase on the Discord, and UFE. You've already got your own Discord, haven't you? Mind Studios?
I do have Discord, but it's only for Patreon.
Ah, okay.
Only for It's only for the Patreon. It's because there's a lot of support that I have to deal with, and I wish I could just answer to everyone all the time, but I also have to develop things, and concentration. Sometimes I have to just focus on certain things, and whenever I have to stop to help another customer, I have to lose my concentration. So
Discord is very distracting.
So I have to select just a few people that can do that. Of course, I have the forum, which is anyone can use it. So forum. Amazing, have a lot of information there. Have a search button, you can search for anything. Plus, the documentation is live on the website. There's live documentation, there's forum, there's video tutorials, and there's Discord for patrons.
So there you go. Lots of different ways that you can get your support and interact with the community over on UFE. And if I just drop these Unity thread here, into chat as well. There you go, everyone. And the website for UFE is ufe3d.com. Fantastic. And it's a 5-character domain name.
Yes, it is. I never thought about that. Both of the domains I created in my life, big domains, was actually 5 characters. The first game I created, the card game, I named it Adron because I was trying to find a name for a game that had 5 characters and had a .com available. So that's how I came up with that name.
I remember those days. I had 4 character domain names that I was told I would be able to sell for hundreds of thousands.
My God.
Needless to say, They just expired without being sold.
Yeah, eventually they do.
So
I have one. I actually have one that's I love the name. It's actually called RepoPay. It was supposed to be a system so people can pay monthly fees to access repositories from developers.
oh,
Yeah, so it's very intuitive. RepoPay.com.
it'll end up getting paid for people doing repossession instead.
Yeah, basically, yeah. There's also that one.
So be careful, the Repo Man's coming. No.
Repo Man, yeah. I thought about that too, like Repo Man. Oh my god.
Well, mate, I'll catch you on Discord. Thank you so much for coming in. I will hide from the Repo Man, and I'm going to look forward to seeing these great games coming in. And now it will be useful. Exactly. These days it will be useful indeed. All right, buddy. Thanks again. Take care.
Thank you. You too.
If you want to see more of my crazy videos, click on the left side of your screen now, and down below there's that big juicy subscribe button, and right next to it is the magic bell that if you click it, it will tell you if I've got a new video coming out. Till next time.